Now, you'll remember seeing this energy-efficient light bulb from an outfit called Nanoleaf. We talked about that last time we had Nanoleaf on with us. Now the company has a new product line. It's green and it has an artistic twist. We are joined by Gimmy Chu, co-founder and CEO of Nanoleaf. Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
So the deal now is you have this product, it's called Aurora, and it consists of these triangular panels, they're lights that you just put on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. It's, we're trying to move people beyond just a light bulb. A light bulb was just on, off, and dim, and now with LED technology, we could actually do so much more. So it's just these triangular panels. You could piece it together however you like. You could have up to 30 panels in a single system, and then you could have all sorts of colors, like the full spectrum of the rainbow. And you could control it however you want. It's really beautiful.
And you can control it by your voice via Siri?
Yeah. So you could use Siri or Alexa. It's an amazing product.
So, and I was curious, so they're they're triangular pieces, but they're light enough to attach to the wall with double-sided tape?
Yeah, so each piece is about the same weight as a picture frame, and they click together with a little connector. And however you connect it together in the physical world, you'll see it in the app the same way. And you could control the colors of it. You could control like different each panel individually. And it's a really amazing product.
I guess ultimately you could have it react to music or something like that.
That's actually coming up next.
Oh, okay. Just a small royalty is all I want. Yeah. But I mean, that's amazing. You could have it react to certain people when they come into the room, perhaps.
The product is amazing. Like, we call it the Aurora, and it was inspired by the Aurora Borealis, so the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
And really, I was lucky enough to see the Northern Lights once in my life. I was on a plane going from Toronto to Vancouver, and I just thought it was just gorgeous, and I was completely mesmerized. And we wanted to capture that into an actual product and put it into the Nanoleaf Aurora.
And it goes, you're saying it's going on sale next week at Best Buy. Is that in Canada or in the States as well?
In the States as well.
Oh.
So we actually launched last week at the Museum of Modern Art. And then next Monday, it's going into every single Best Buy across Canada. The Best Buy team, they've been absolutely amazing. We work with a buyer there. His name is Jorge Alvarez. And usually you hear these horror stories about buyers, but this guy, he's just been amazing.
Like they're thought to be rapacious, grinding you down.
Yeah. But I think Best Buy, they have a new strategy where they're working with smaller companies, smaller Canadian companies, and they're actually kind of advising us through the process. We're doing a lot of this the first time. Launching nationwide, we're, between Canada and the U.S., we're going to be in over 600 stores. So it's an amazing step for us, a big step. And they've really coached us and counseled us through the whole process.
You mentioned the Museum of Modern Art in New York.
Yeah.
Now, from what I've read, they have one on display in the store, but are they actually selling the product?
They did. They actually launched it last week, and within the first week, they sold out online. They're just flying off the shelves. It's
the New Yorkers.
Yeah. Well, it's the Museum of Modern Art, so it's like the perfect place for a product like this. It's a great product.
Now, so what were one of the technical challenges that you had designing this product?
Well, we wanted to make it a very simple user experience for the user. So one of the main things was, when you put these panels together in whatever orientation you want, we wanted it to show up in the app the exact same way. That way, if you create the shape of a star, you could go and you could paint each little pixel of that star whatever color you want. So that was one of the challenges. The other aspect was to get the light to look so evenly across the panel, right? So, like for us, our inspiration was the sky. We wanted to have that same effect where when you're outside, it feels great because you look up and there's light coming down.
It's diffuse. Yeah.
It's diffuse, yeah. You don't really know where the light's coming from.
So
it feels great.
It's LEDs. Do you have loads of LEDs in there?
There's a lot of different types of LEDs in there. Yeah, each panel has about 18 LED chips. But we didn't really want to focus on the technology. We wanted to focus on the experience for the person to make it feel really great. And when the colors change from one to another, there's like a lifelike effect to it, so it's really great.
And where do you have it made? Where is it manufactured?
We manufacture it in Shenzhen, China, so that's where most electronics are made these days. But we design it right here in Toronto. So our R&D team is all here in Toronto. working away. We're working on the next product. Right?
And it just wouldn't work to make it in Toronto.
So unfortunately,
hard to compete with Shenzhen.
Yeah, I think the supply chain is mostly over there.
Yeah, that's right. Mr. Trump talked about moving iPhones to America, but the supply chains would just prevent it.
It's the supply chain, the cost of labor, a bunch of factors.
And how much will this cost? I mean, roughly, if I was to buy a dozen of these panels?
So we're launching it at Best Buy Canada next Monday for $225. For about 9 panels. So you get 9 panels in a kit, and that will start you off, and you could do all sorts of shapes and designs with it. But then, of course, with more panels that you add, you'll be able to create even more magnificent shapes and designs.
Yeah. Just trying to think of some way you could have it respond to your mood. I guess you could have it respond to your heartbeat ultimately.
So we preload it with some moods. So there's like the romantic scene.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, if you want to just cuddle up at home, you could set it to that. Or if you like had a long day at work and you want to relax, you could set it to the Northern Lights. And
Green, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you thinking about going public? Have you had the investment bankers calling you?
Well, I think our focus right now is just to continue creating amazing products that people will love, you know, that make people smile. Right, so that's really our focus. You know, I'm a strong believer in just creating a strong company, and through there, you know, the options are limitless.
Tell us, is this product particularly green? Is there anything green about it?
It is. So our company, you know, we originally started by creating the world's most energy efficient light bulb, and energy efficiency is definitely at our core. But what we realized is that with our skills, we're actually capable of doing more, and it's this concept of delight. You know, people, when they see the Aurora, they just smile. They just, you know, they're able to create these effects like the disco right there in their living room. And it's an amazing thing to be able to impact someone's mood, impact someone's feelings through a product like the Aurora.
Fascinating stuff. We'll be watching closely, and that's interesting. It flew off the shelves at the Museum of Modern Art.
It did.
Yeah, those New Yorkers are fussy, so that's a bit of a plaudit. Jimmy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Gimmy Chu has been our guest. He's co-founder and CEO of Nanoleaf.